Hello everybody and welcome to my masterclass today. I'm so happy to have you here. If you are joining me live, say hello in the comments, send me some love hearts. If you are joining and watching the replay, please put hashtag replay. So today's masterclass is all about, I'm going to be talking about how to enhance your channel and your abilities, your spiritual abilities, your unique spiritual abilities by using the Sentaura creative frequency. And I'll be telling you a little bit more about this frequency, what it does, why it came here back to this world, and how it can help you. So welcome. Please feel free to engage in this masterclass. I love hearing from you all. I love, reading your comments. So I will be tapping into your comments. If you have any questions that you want to ask me, feel free to do that as well. And I'm so grateful to be in this beautiful portal. It's been an amazing journey, this book, writing and, launching. This is my third chapter in a multi-author book that I've launched now, and it's been an incredible experience. So thank you for supporting this journey. If you haven't read my chapter already, it is chapter 14 in our Warriors of Light book. It is The Curious and Enlightened Soul Can Move Mountains, and it talks about shifting our perception or our perspective from fear to love. So my loves, I am Natalie Brown. I'm a spiritual well-being mentor, and welcome if you're joining me live, and hello if you are also watching the replay. I am a spiritual well-being mentor. I'm the founder of Sentaura Cosmic Ascension Energy Healing. I absolutely love what I do, and I'm here for universal love. This morning, I spent some time channeling from the divine and bringing through the information that I'll be sharing on this live to you today. Most of my work is channeled work, so I work with the divine, I work with my cosmic guides, and so the information that come through is pure messages from source and from my heart. So I hope that today, when I share with you the 3 key pillars, how to enhance your channel, open up your abilities, your psychic abilities, and how to live more deeply connected to your heart as a human being and experience life here in more fullness and more wholeness. I hope you enjoy that. So please do say hi, comment, ask questions. That's why I'm here. I'm here not just to continue talking the whole time, but also to really listen to your voice and answer the questions that you have for me. I've made lots of notes as I was channeling through the information that my spirit team and my higher self wanted to share with you today. So I will be looking down at my notes at some point, and we'll also be doing, or I'll be taking you through a guided healing journey where you can experience the beautiful frequency and energy of Sentaura. And I'll tell you a little bit more about that as well. So, as I said, I'm a spiritual well-being mentor. I am a multidimensional channel for the divine, for source, for love. And that's what my business is built on and based upon. That is what I'm here to activate within you, is the divine love of God, of source, whatever you want to call it, and bring you back to remembrance of your abilities, bring you back to the remembrance of your soul gifts and you as a sovereign being here. So the ancient vibrational frequency of Sentaura is the creative frequency of God. It is God's creative frequency that creates worlds, that births all matter into being, and that all energy has been birthed from. And also, what's happened since 2018, I was told that I will amplify or I will activate this frequency within me. Now, I hold as a soul unique codes, created codes within me that has facilitated the ability or created the ability for me to hold this frequency at the level that I'm holding it and then transmit it or channel it through. And then for it to come through the diamond light. And I'll tell you more about that. We'll go more into that. But this ancient vibrational frequency, the name Sentaura, actually is, when spoken, it serves as a call to you as a light worker to really amplify and expand your healing abilities so that you may light up and connect to your multidimensionality and up-level to your highest divine blueprint and essence. And this is for you to achieve a total expanse of your being. This creative frequency is the remembrance of that we are source, we are love, we are light. And it's activating all threads, all golden threads, all love within us so that we can step into divine acceptance, divine expansion of who we are. And it really helps us to activate our crystalline blueprint, our original blueprint, which is the gold crystalline blueprint, and so much more, which we'll get into more. So when this frequency came through, I went through a process of about 2 years of initiation. And I then was told in 2020 by Spirit, so the initiation process started in 2018. And I was told in 2020 by Spirit that the teachings of Sentaura, the wisdom of Sentaura is now ready to come back to humanity. And the seraphim, and I'm a seraphim incarnate, the seraphim are here. We've come back as teachers to bring through this frequency, to bring through the teachings of the seraphim, which is ultimately the teachings of God and the remembrance of that we are source and that we are love and that we are one with all. And so then I started downloading different types of technologies along working with Sentaura and co-creating with Sentaura. I started downloading the crystal light body technology. Now, we all have crystals within our bodies, and those crystals are like record keepers, initiators, amplifiers, and they hold information of our soul gifts. And every time we turn or recalibrate a crystal, or every time we activate a crystal, it unlocks a specific creator code within us. And so I also channel, I channel and I design, I create these beautiful royal creator codes that are simply keys that we put into the lock of your body, of your crystalline body. And we unlock those crystals, we unlock your divinity, your soul gifts, and also with this higher frequencies. And, you know, by doing that, you are able to access higher realms, you're able to access higher information, you're able to then start channeling your own wisdom, your own soul gifts through you in a completely different way. So when this came to me and this technology that came through, which works with Sentaura, the creative frequency, and I also work with the Seraphim Diamond Light, which is the gold light, the gold ray, that's what I work on. And this is to help you rapidly accelerate your ascension path, help your energy expand. This is also for the transformation and embodiment of Christ consciousness, because that's what we come back to, and to elevate you to access higher realms and dimensions and new levels of love, abundance, wealth, and overall mental and emotional, physical well-being and spiritual well-being. So when I share the 3 pillars with you today, because there's a lot of information that downloaded today, I really want you to, or invite you to drop into your heart space. So before we do this, let's do that together. Let's take a breath together. Just close down your eyes for a moment. And I'm going to call in Sentaura for the highest, greatest good of all. I'm going to ask your guides to surround you right now and start feeling this beautiful energy of the Creator, Source, the divine of God, the divine feminine and masculine. All of those energies to come in and surround you. And start activating your heart portal, start opening up your heart portal, opening up your mind to receive this information that has come through, that's been channeled through my higher self this morning. Beautiful. And just breathing deeply into your heart space, connecting with that divine spark within you. Feeling and accessing, inviting in more love, inviting in more expansion, inviting in everything that is available to you. Beautiful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And taking a nice deep breath in once again. And as you do, feeling your energy roll down your body as you're anchoring deeply into the earth, grounding yourself into the earth, allowing yourself to be held by our beautiful Mother Gaia and all the universal energies that's supporting our ascension, our evolution as human beings and our planet evolution. Beautiful. And when you are ready, you'll feel your third eye really activated. You'll feel your heart really activated. When you're ready, you can open your eyes and join the conversation once again. Okay, so today I'll be sharing the 3 key pillars to enhance your spiritual abilities, your channel, amplify your channel. And so this, and I guess I want to start first with what Spirit said to me this morning. Where are we now? What age are we in? And these are the 3 things that they told me this morning. We're in the age of the soul and higher consciousness. This ignites a passion and longing within us to experience a deeper connection with our higher soul self. It also helps us to really start listening to how our soul speaks through us and to us in our bodies, in the sensations that we have within our bodies, our feelings, how we connect with our imagination, and how we can, as spiritual beings in human form, individually express and know the presence of the divine in our lives and our sacred work. So this is one of the important things that we are here to realize, that we are moving into the age of the soul, of our higher self, connecting with our higher self, being guided through our higher self. And so to have a channel that is flowing, that is open, this is a very important part of that. It's a key pillar to you accessing all the parts of you that's ready to come through you. The second thing that Spirit said to me this morning, we are in the age of the I am presence. This is a coming home to our sovereign self, and it causes us to examine our own actions and reactions more deeply. It causes us to examine our own actions and reactions more deeply. Are we reactive to situations? Are we just procrastinating? Or are we sitting, waiting for things to happen for us? Or are we taking action, real conscious action towards creating, towards embodying, towards integrating what is ready to be integrated within us, right? It invites us to stand in our own power, face our shadows, and rise as the goddess and the warrior that we are. Our I am is calling us back to our divinity, the recognition of our innate wisdom and connection to all that is, that we are one and that we are never separate, okay? Because what's happened is, before, we have lived a life of separation. We've been separate from our divinity. The soul now, in this age of the golden age of Gaia, the age of Aquarius, is calling us back to working with our soul, to merge with our soul, to work in co-creation with the divine, with all that is within us, our soul gifts, our soul wisdom, okay, and to activate and unlock all of those parts of us. And when we do that and we listen to the guidance of our soul, and that might be through the physical, what you eat, what you who you spend your time with, whatever it is that you do in your life, when you are guided through the soul, ease, grace, flow comes into being in your life, and you start creating life through the soul, and you start listening more deeply to your human being as well, okay, and enjoy your humanness a lot more. So the next thing that Spirit said to me, we're in the age, so that's the first one, we're in the age of the soul and higher consciousness, okay, moving into higher consciousness, having deeper awareness of who we are, why we came here, what is it that we are meant to do here, who are we as human beings here, living life on this planet, and who are we as a soul within this human form as well. And then the second one is, as I said, we are in the age of the I am presence, coming back to the I am presence of the sovereign being, the now. Who are we now? Okay. And the next thing they said to me, we are in the age of the awakening heart. Isn't that beautiful? This is our inner sanctum. This is the awakening heart. This is where we're going into our inner sanctum. We are exploring. We are in that space of desire, of passion, of love, of getting to know ourselves more deeply. This is an invitation for you, they say, to learn how to respond to the call from the heart, whilst unlearning and releasing all that is not your truth. This means that you are facing your humanness, your inner world of perceptions and your deepest fears and shadows, and that you are learning to navigate your inner world once again. You're learning to let go of all of those things that you thought that you were, the can'ts, the shoulds, the won'ts, the maybe maybe I failed. All of those things, you're letting go of that, and you're stepping into deeper awareness of who you are as a soul, and you're letting your soul starting to speak through you, so that you can live your human life, as like I said, in more wholeness, in congruency, in harmony and balance. Okay. It's an invitation from the heart which inspires us to bravely step forward with courage and conviction, to claim our sacredness, our humanness in all its forms and facets, and to merge with our hearts and be led by the voice of our hearts, not the voice of the ego. Okay. The awakened heart calls us forward to do what needs to be done, what we came here to do, to love our humanness and our divinity, to tune into our hearts and accept all that we are here and now. We are returning back to universal love. Isn't that absolutely amazing? Beautiful. We are returning back to universal love. And with this, the energies of flow come in. There's no more that pushing and pulling energy. There's no longer this like, I have to do this and I have to be a certain way. There is working with the soul brings in a lot more flow. And then what happens when we work with the soul, we're channeling through a lot more information, our divine wisdom. We're connecting through our heart portal, and we are guided through our heart as well in this way. We make decisions in a different way. Our frequency changes, because we are then working with the soul, and the soul allows us to go through a process of elimination where we are releasing parts of ourselves that is no longer serving and moving deeper into a space of acceptance of who we are and what is possible for us. And it's helping us to access our infinite possibilities. Okay, so when Sentaura came through, they said to me that I will be the conduit and the channel to transmit this ancient creator and healing frequency of Sentaura. I then created this multi-dimensional healing system, which consists of light language, frequency, toning, sacred geometry, artwork that I channel and design, and they are called Royal Diamond Creator Codes, because it is channeled through the Seraphim Diamond light. This was all designed to heal you, to activate you, to initiate you, to upgrade your human DNA genetic code and crystalline light bodies into your gold light body. Okay, so we're in the golden age of Gaia, we're moving into the golden age or the golden light body as well. So you would have heard of the crystalline light body. The golden light body is also crystalline, but it holds the golden creator codes. It holds the golden frequencies of God. It's the God codes that we work with. Okay, I call them creator codes, creator, God, source. It's the same thing, whatever you want to call it. So in 2018, like I mentioned, I was told by my spirit team that I would activate within me this ancient creator frequency. And then I went through a profound initiation process that from the Seraphim Creation Angels. I am a Seraphim Creation Angels incarnated here to bring through the teachings of Source, of God, the ancient ways, to simplify, to bring through really high concepts, universal concepts, and simplify it for humanity so that you can heal, that you can understand, that you can awaken. How did I start with this? Hopefully, Kathy, this is answering your question. Yeah, in 2018, it was simply a choice. It was simply like, yes, I'm ready for more. I'm ready to do the work of Source. I'm here for universal love. And there was so much to really pull me in different directions, right? There was so much that wanted me to not do this work. everything and anything that could possibly have stopped me, tried to stop me from bringing this work back into this world. And so Kathy's asking, how was your life beforehand? So I was born with all my psychic senses wide open as a child. And what happened, because I was brought up in a very Christian household, I became afraid of spirit. I could see spirit all over. I could connect with them. I could, communicate with them in every way and form. And I became very afraid of my gifts because my parents thought that it was evil. The fact that I could see things and they could come into my room and they would try and speak to me or sit on my bed. And it was one of those things that I would always see the beauty in life. I would never see the negative side of life. And I think that's why, I came into this world to teach universal love and the teachings, or bring through the universal teachings of love. And I shut down my gifts, probably at the age of 3 or 4, I shut down my gifts. And I went into the corporate world. I was in investment banking. I worked my little fingers to the bone. I started an event management company. I was a photographer where my soul was calling me back into nature to connect back with my soul. And yeah, there were so many different things that happened. And then in 2016, I was in a huge accident in Melbourne that basically I was shown afterwards that angel wings wrapped around me and basically protected me in this accident. And I remember sitting in my lounge, and I wrote about this in my first book, Unapologetic chapter. I remember sitting in my lounge and Spirit saying to me, your work here is not yet done. And I was like, right, show me what I need to do. Show me what's the next step. And that's how I stepped into doing the work that I'm doing now. I stepped into learning Reiki. And then after a year or so, I realized, hang on a minute, I'm not doing Reiki anymore. There's something else going on here. And then started exploring. And that's when Spirit said to me, hang on, you are going to activate this ancient creative frequency within you. And this is coming back through the seraphim line, through the golden light, to be able to teach humanity. Sentaura is an educator. It is the frequency that holds all other frequencies within it. So if you can imagine all technologies, all frequencies, it is the frequency of God. So it's profound. It is a beautiful gift to humanity. And so what does it do? It helps you heal. It helps you expand. It helps initiate you. It helps unlock what is ready to come through you. It helps to bring through and help you unearth your soul gifts and connect deeper to who you are, the remembrance of your innate abilities, your alchemic abilities, your wisdom, your soul wisdom. And then also helps you connect with the divine in so many different ways, your cosmic, your spirit team, cosmic beings, with the earth, Mother Gaia, with the plant kingdom, with the animal kingdom, with your water codes, with your earth codes, whatever it is that you hold within you that's ready to be amplified and come through you. This is what Sentaura is here to help you through and help you with, to guide you back to that space of remembrance. And why? Why has this come back? Because it is time for humanity to let go of the struggle to let go of the perceptions of fear, the fear codes, the slavery codes, and to truly step into a new age where we are working with our soul, we're merging with our higher soul self, an age where we are listening to the heart, where we're working through the awakened heart, and help people. Because there are many people out there that's struggling. There are many people that are not awakened yet, that has not stepped into the space of deeper awareness. And so Sentaura is here to help initiate those light leaders, those visionaries, coaches, healers, channels, mystics, ancient women and wisdom women and men, or that hold the ancient wisdom, that's come back here to teach, to guide, to be the way showers. And it's a beautiful portal to be in. And so I teach my students, I initiate women and men to this frequency so that it can amplify what is ready to come through you in a big way. And it helps you to really unlock, remember, connect deeper, release all of the things, because it's a process of releasing or unlearning all that you are not, all of the things that you've told yourself over many, many lifetimes of who you are, and the traumas that you've experienced in past lives, in this life. So it's truly bringing you back to wholeness, to congruency, to harmony, and then amplifying all that you are, all that's ready to come through you, so that you can step into your new path, your highest soul mission, your highest soul path with greatness, and still honoring the vulnerability, still honoring the strength. We have shadows, we are layers, onion layers. I always say this, that we are peeling away. The more we upgrade, we go through death and rebirthing experiences. So there's so much, but it is a process of commitment, determination, loving kindness for yourself, compassion for yourself, and really having this true calling in your heart to be able to want to be the change that you came here to be, to want to make a difference to our world, for our planet, for humanity, and to greatly receive through your work, to abundantly receive through everything that you are doing here. Okay, so I hope that answers your question. It was a bit of a epiphany, because if you read my Unapologetic chapter, actually, and also Warriors of Light chapter, you'll see that I talk about my journey with Sentaura and what we're doing. We're doing earth healing. We go on earth missions. It was this deep calling within me that there was something more for me to do, that there was something more. And when Spirit said to me, your work here is not yet done. And I could have easily died in that accident. I didn't. And I went through a process of healing myself, of healing myself of cancer, of moving into a space of being the teacher, and still going through upgrade and initiation after initiation to be able to share my truth and my wisdom in a way that is in alignment with the will of God, that is in alignment with the love that is available to all of us, right? So I digress. I can talk forever in a day. So what I do, like I said, is I merge ancient wisdom with technology, with frequency. So I have the ability to use toning, frequencies, and light language, and also to code through my hands and recode your energy, your physical, not your physical body, it's your energy that's recoded, and then your physical body starts upgrading, your DNA starts upgrading, your organs respond in a different way, your chakras become one chakra system or one body system, light body system. So there's many, many different things that happen when you are working, or when you're working in this way with Sentaura as well. Okay, so let's come back to, I want going to talk about other things, how you can amplify your channel. There's 3 pillars that really happen when you're working with Sentaura. Okay, now my Sentaura students know, if they're watching this live, they know that these are key pillars to them having to step, or having had to step into the work with Sentaura, to be able to hold the frequency, to be able to share it with other people so that it can heal, it can expand, it can release fear codes, it can amplify what is ready to come through you. The first thing that we all have to do as we are working in co-creation with higher frequencies, and as we are working in co-creation with the divine, is to cleanse the body, mind, and spirit. So when you work with Sentaura or are initiated to Sentaura, this is the first part. You are being cleansed. You're going through a purging. Okay, now to be able to be a channel, pure channel for the divine, this is important because there's many layers of yucky stuff that you have held on to, many layers of trauma, many layers of untruths that needs to be scraped away and peeled away. And this is a process of elimination. It is eliminating the frequency of Sentaura, is eliminating within you all parts of you that you are not. That is not of your true divine essence. It's helping you come back to your golden light body, activating your crystals within you, that divine wisdom that your crystals and your crystallite body is holding, the beautiful gifts that you have, all of that within you, right? So self-transformation happens through a willingness to change. So cleansing your mind, your body, your spirit, this self-transformation happens through a willingness to change. And this change happens on all levels. We are multidimensional beings. So when we make a change here as a human being, it uploads, if you can imagine that change to all parts of us across all time, space, dimensions, and reality. And all of a sudden, we start creating that change, not just here in this reality, but it's universal. It's multidimensional, right? So if we wish to create change, we have to watch what we consume in all ways. Now, when I talk about consuming, I talk about what we eat, what we watch, who we spend our time with, and who and what we listen to. You know, scrolling through Facebook, Netflix, there's nothing wrong with watching Netflix. I think actually watching Netflix brings a lot of awareness to things that you want to be watching or not be watching, right? So it's not about isolating you from the human experience, okay? Being a divine being is not about isolating yourself from the human experience, but coming into deeper connection with your humanness and the divinity within you, and merging the two and bringing a beautiful balance, like a synchronized event that happens within you, right? And you live from that space of flow and you serve from that space of flow. No longer is there any pushing and pulling. So you as a sacred being, as a human being here, is then allowing your channel to open up in a different way by bringing change. I hope that makes sense. So by choosing to change, you're opening up your abilities, you're opening up your channel, you're allowing flow to come in. Okay, so be careful who you spend time with, your relationships that you have. You know, we're sharing energy with each other constantly. So it's truly important to be able to really take note of how you feel when you've been with someone. And if something feels off, right, cleanse your energy, cleanse your body. The other thing is, we have to prepare our bodies because of the energies that we are working with right now. You know, the solar flares that we're receiving, the upgrades, the energetic upgrades, the planetary alignments, everything is working in our favor. And so it's calling us to more deeply commit to preparing our bodies, our energy, our mind, our spirit. for ascension and alignment, okay? And this takes a lot more commitment. It's like a journey of unconditional love, a journey of compassion, as you might be through this cleansing process, be going through a death and rebirthing process, as you are dying the old parts of you that's no longer serving you, that is allowed you to get to a point in time where you are now. This has allowed you, so honoring those parts of you, but letting go of that as well and saying, okay, my soul's calling me forward to more. I want to step into my sacred work. I want to align with my divine soul mission and purpose here. And that soul mission and purpose could mean many different things. You could be here as an amazing mother, a grandmother, a grandfather, a father, whatever it is, a sister, a brother, or you are here to step into teaching and guiding, being the way shower, being the light house for other people, that when they're in the darkness and the storm is raging, that they can see your light and, feel whether they resonate with that light, whether they're attracted by that light, because that's how we work, right? So the other thing that we need to do is our physical body, when we're cleansing our physical body, right, we can then embody higher frequencies. And these higher frequencies can only be embodied when we make space for it, when we create space for our light to come through our channel, okay? So it's very important to have high vibrational food and purer and cleaner water, and feed our bodies with green smoothies, high vibrational fruits and vegetables, and having a balanced diet as well. And this really helps our channel. So these are the 3 pillars to cleansing or to enhancing your channel. So mind, body, spirit, okay? When we eat good food, it feeds our organs, our connective tissues. There's an alchemical response that happens within our bodies that is so profound. And our mind, body, spirit then starts speaking to each other, communicating with each other in a different way. There is also the pain body. When we feed our bodies with good food and vegetables and good water, the pain body does not respond as it should do. That then speaks to the ego and the emotional body. So it all works in harmony with each other. Okay, that's a whole different lesson for a different day. Okay, so I'm not going to get into the pain body right now. You'll find that when you enhance your channel, or when your channel is enhanced and you're holding higher frequencies, that you don't want to eat as much as you used to. You will feel that you are drawn to certain foods. You'll feel that you might want to just have a smoothie or, have a beautiful juice. And your body doesn't crave things like it used to crave, because actually the light within your body feeds you. It feeds your chakras. It feeds your energy system. It feeds your organs, okay? It feeds the mind, and you are connected in a different way. You're connected above and below to the divine and the earth in a different way. So the first thing that I suggest is really think about, what are you digesting? What are you consuming? Do you need to change your diet maybe? Are you eating a lot of sugary foods? Are you drinking alcohol? These are all things that is stopping your channel, or stopping the enhancement of your channel, the amplification of your channel. The next thing is, the sun. Okay, so how do you enhance your channel? Through the sun. The sun is the solar codes. It's the divine codes of God. It's the central sun, which holds the codes of source. And whenever we sunbathe, or when we bathe and we bring the sun into, or the solar codes into our third eye, that enhances our channel. It amplifies the frequency that we hold within our body. It also unlocks codes within our body. Okay, so it's a really beautiful solar bathing. I love doing that. The next thing to enhance your channel is movement. This shifts stagnant energy. It reharmonizes the body. It facilitates flow of energy in your body, and it feeds your organs, your connective tissues, your muscles, your bones, and your cells on all levels. When we move, because energy is always in motion, right? Energy is not stagnant. When it becomes stagnant, it means that there's a block. There's something that's needing to be moved and shifted. And when we do that through Sentaura, when we do that through healing modalities or any type of healing, when we bring awareness to that part of our body where we're shifting the stagnancy, the patterning, or the emotional charges around it, then energy can start flowing. Now, movement is a really good way to be able to get that energy flowing, to open our channel, to help enhance our spiritual abilities, because the energy has an out and an in, because we're always constantly flowing above and below, and our heart is like this beautiful engine that feeds the toroidal field as well. Okay, and that toroidal field is like living light that's bringing living light through our heart space, in and out our channel the whole time. Oh, thank you, Joe. Thank you. And thank you for my love heart, Charlene. I love you guys. Thank you for being on here. So where was I? So that is movement, right? The other thing is the mind, cleansing the mind. So Sentaura helps us to step deeper into acceptance and remembrance and connection with all that we are by merging our mind, body, spirit with our soul, which is our heart portal. Okay. Now, what does that mean? That's a lot of big words, right, that came through from my higher self. What does that mean? It means that when we step deeper into acceptance, and this is what they said to me, there's 3 keys, okay, for the mind that we have to remember. Through the heart, we can access the stillness within. I'll get to the 3 keys in a minute. We can let go of the ego chatter and perceptions of who we are. I'm not good enough. I'm not worthy enough. You know, surely I can't do this. You know, for those beautiful souls like you, that you might feel that you have more to give in this world. You're ready to step into your greatness. You're ready to amplify your gifts, and you are ready to move into a space of deep service through the heart, through the awakened heart portal, right? This is very important. We let go of the ego chatter and our perceptions of who we are and what we're capable of, what's possible for us, what we are here to share. You know, we have lived many, many, many lifetimes and amassed so many beautiful gifts and wisdom, and it's about accessing all of that. And Sentaura helps you to do that by helping you unlock all the different parts, release all the different parts that's necessary to be unlocked and released, and then step deeply into this space of wholeness where you're hearing the heart voice and not the ego voice so much, right? And from that space, you can serve more greatly, more deeply. You can help people heal. You become the master of your own reality. You step into mastery of the self, because you're no longer living from that space of fear. You're no longer living from that space of, I can't do this, I am not capable. You are living from the I am. You are living from, I am merged with my higher self. I'm speaking my wisdom through my heart. My soul is guiding the way. So it's this beautiful space to be, because when we truly hear the voice of the soul guiding us on our path of liberation and ascension, that's when we can connect with our highest soul mission. That's when we can connect with all that we are and do what we came here to do. Whether it's being a mum, whether it's being a freaking amazing leader here to guide and show the way for others, whether it's here to facilitate healing as a healer or channel through the divine, your cosmic beings and ancient wisdom, right? Whatever it is. It's this space of soul guidance, of coming back to the heart, the awakened heart, and listening more deeply to our soul, that we can do all of that. All right, let's see what else they said. Okay, so those 3 keys that I talked about. How am I for time? 1:14. The 3 keys that I talked about that they said to me this morning and my higher self channeled through to really help release the mind, the chatter of the mind, is to step into acceptance of the now, where you are now. It doesn't matter where you are, where you were yesterday, 2 seconds ago, or tomorrow. It's about the now, because the now is where you can make the change, where you can facilitate the change, where you can bring change into for those people that you are working with as well. Yeah, now is where we have the power and the mastery to step into our next level greatness as such. Then the second key that they said to me that will unlock the mind as such, okay, is the truth. The truth. What is truth? You might have heard that word being thrown around a lot, right? The truth. What's my truth? Who am I? Thank you, Joe. I'd love to have a healing session with you, my darling. Speak to me afterwards if you want, okay? So, yeah, the truth. Our truth is guided through our soul. It's what resonates with you. It's what deeply speaks to you. It's that thread, golden thread of love, of source, of the divine that moves through you. It's your intuition. It's your compass that steers you, right? It's this powerful knowing within you that something is right and something is wrong. Now, there is this difference between, or I don't think that there's anything right or wrong. It's simply guided. And it's moments of growth that we go through, okay? Then there is also, through our truth, we can access our soul gifts. When we truly seeing ourselves, when we are honoring ourselves, when we are amplifying our energy and stepping into all that we can be, we are remembering who we are. We're remembering our abilities. We're remembering why we came here to this planet, right? A lot of you came to this planet for these times to activate other people, to heal, to help people's healing journey, guide them through their own healing, to help them step into a higher consciousness, deeper connection with themselves, to help heal the traumas and the struggle and the pain and release the old paradigms and the old slavery codes that kept us in this space, what kept humanity in this space of separation. We are in the age of sovereignty, of freedom, of free will, of choosing for ourselves. And through this space, we can create so much more. We can be so much more. So, the next thing that they said, the key is unconditional love. This is universal love, unfathomable love of God. These are the words that they used: unfathomable, infinite, magnanimous love of God that is available to us, and we are always guided. You are always guided to your highest soul mission. It's just the ego, because of the stories that you've told yourself. I can't do this. I'm not enough. I'm not worthy. Surely I can't. I need 20 certificates to be able to do this. I've got to do the washing. I'm a mom. I don't have time for this. All of these stories, right? That's going around and around in your head. I help you with all of those stories. And together we step into this deeper connection with who you are. And when you embody and enhance your channel, when you cleanse your body, your mind, your spirit, and all of those things, when you merge with your higher self, you don't have space for all of that stuff anymore, all of that negative chatter, all of the negative self-talk, all of the trauma, the threads of trauma that come through, that is an emotional charge that stops you from doing the work that you came here to do, that stops you from being the person that you came here to be. So that all gets released through Sentaura. It all gets released because Sentaura is inviting you to come back to yourself, come home to your true self and unconditional love. Okay. Then they went on and they gave me more information, and this is what channeled through this morning. They said, when you accept yourself here and now, profound change happens. Your frequency and your vibration, or your frequency and vibration, is elevated to call in other higher frequencies of abundance and joy. Your frequency as it raises or as it goes up is seeking out other frequencies of that same frequency. So you start attracting clients of higher frequency. You start attracting abundance, situations, relationships, experiences, right? You start attracting and receiving more in your life because of your frequency being raised and enhanced, your channel opening up to receive more from the divine and to anchor in whatever's coming through your channel, because it's fine to be able to receive, right? But if you don't know how to anchor it in, how do you then take what you know and what you're channeling through and what you're receiving, how do you anchor that in your reality? How do you make something of it? And that's what I love doing. That's my genius. That's my magnificence. I help you to really anchor all that you are, all these high spiritual abilities, all of the technologies that you are here to bring through, all of the wisdom that is wanting to flow through you from spirit, from the divine, all of the channelings coming from your cosmic family, whatever it is, I help you anchor all of that in. Okay, then they said to me as well, what is acceptance as well? When you accept, your bliss vortex is activated. Now, that's the first time they've told me that. Your bliss vortex is activated. And I was like, what's the spirit? And they say you become a magnet for attracting situations, experiences, and relationships that are more joyful. Abundance starts flowing to you from all directions. Your mind is recalibrated to the love frequency. Patterns dissolve. Your stories become more loving. You see yourself. You honor yourself. And you empower yourself through your own self-talk. This all happens, right? When you are truly cleansing, clearing, enhancing, amplifying, initiating yourself into a space. And initiations is basically death and rebirth process. Okay, you are being initiated, you're being upgraded, you are stepping into your next level greatness, you are letting go, unlearning, de-armoring, literally taking out of all the armor because you kept yourself too safe, or so safe, or tried to keep yourself safe for a long time because you were hurting. You were afraid that if you share your gifts, if you share your wisdom, if you share your abilities with this world, that you would be harmed or hurt or ostracized, or that people wouldn't get you, or that you'd have to have a certificate to be able to show that you are worthy and that what you are channeling through and your wisdom that's coming through you, right? So that those things are okay for you to share. Bliss is your radiance, gene key. Yes, absolutely. So my gene key is universal love. And that's what I'm here to share. Okay, so then cleansing mind, body, and spirit. So we're still on the 3 pillars, all right? Cleanse mind, body, and spirit. That was the first one. What they said to me about the spirit, and this is beautiful. When it channeled through, you know, I had to sit for a moment and take it all in. And they said, the soul invites the spirit to live more fully through the human experience. The spirit soars when the human is in harmony, and the soul is at the helm of the ship that steers us through our human experience. So beautiful. Our spirit wants to experience bliss, pleasure, joy. It wants to experience this humanness, this life. And when it experiences it fully, and we then, as this bliss vortex, which is the words that they used, when we're in our bliss vortex, we radiate that out to those that we love, to those that see us, to those that want to work with us, right? And all of a sudden, it's like our spirit gets all excited, and we living a fully embodied life here, instead of feeling separate from our spirit, our mind, and our body. It's all together, like we are merging it all together, right? And we are whole. There's a wholeness. Yeah. So they said to me then, because I said, well, how do we do this? And they said, through daily practices and awareness, we recalibrate our spirit, body, and energy systems. And what does that mean? It means that through breath work, through yoga, through dance, walking, movement, meditation, whatever it is that's your daily practice, or just simply sitting in the stillness, connecting with your heart and allowing yourself to really, be in that space. What happens then is we have the ability to be able to find that pleasure, that joy, that bliss, and our spirit then is ignited, enlightened is the word that comes through, right? And we then start radiating out this beautiful essence that we are. Our spirit shines through us. We become the golden light body. We are the golden light body. So thank you, Joe. So much of this is resonating. Thank you so much. Beautiful souls, if you have any questions, if you're watching the replay and you have questions, I will come back to the comments and I will read your questions and answer them as well. Okay. Right. So they then talked about cleansing your chakras, and then they said we connect deeper with our human experience through the embodiment of our feeling spirit. What does that mean? Our spirit wants to experience, right? It wants to feel. It is feeling. It is allowing us to experience the divine. So our spirit rejoices in our humanness and it honors the greatness of our soul. It's the bridge between our physical and spiritual reality. Here we can access and feel the divine playing through us. How beautiful is that? It's inviting us to step forward and live a life of fierce love for ourselves, our planet, and all the beings around us. Our spirit connects us to the cosmic world within us and around us, our guides and other realms and all of creation and God's love. Okay, so that was only the first pillar, mind, body, spirit, okay? The second pillar is merge with your higher soul self. Remember in the beginning I talked about them saying that we're in the era of, okay? And they said we're in the era of the soul and higher consciousness, which ignites a passion and longing within us to experience deeper connection with our higher soul self. Okay, so we are merging. The second pillar is merging with your higher soul self. How do you do this? Through connection, meditation, through stillness, setting the intention. I would like to merge with my higher soul self, and you'll feel the energy come through you. We always think that our higher self, our soul self is up there, right? It's not. It's through our heart portal. So it's connecting through our heart. We merge with the energy and we open our channel, enhance our channel, our spiritual abilities. That's when our higher self can start speaking through us. So that's the second pillar. The third pillar, upgrade your earth body. Okay, so upgrade your earth body, embody the frequencies of love. This is very important because we cleanse, clear our mind, body, and spirit to enhance, to amplify our channel, right? We merge with our higher self so we can hear our soul speaking through us better and connect with our higher soul mission in a deeper way. And the third thing is upgrading our earth body. Now, why is that important? How can we move into a space of congruence and alignment with the new earth frequencies if we're not willing to upgrade our bodies. Now, the upgrade happens through the process of cleansing and clearing, death and rebirthing cycle, awareness, higher consciousness, and connection, right? It happens through that process. However, what also happens through the process is that we're upgrading our DNA. We are activating our golden light, crystalline light body. We are activating our highest gold print. Now, gold print is the same as a blueprint. With Sentaura, I work with a golden ray, so that is what I'm calling it, the gold print, okay? This is the highest soul blueprint. This is your initial blueprint, your divine coding that you are returning back to. And within all of that is housed all of the universal wisdom and information that is available to you, your monadic soul wisdom, your cosmic family, the earth's wisdom, the plant, the animal wisdom, everything that is available to you. And technologies, so whether it's levitation, telepathy, whether it is psychokinesis, whether it is changing energy into form, right? This is all that I'm teaching and that I'm bringing through my work. And this is all coming back to remembrance within you through the frequency of Sentaura, which is amazing. So those are the 3 pillars. So just to recap, cleanse, merge, upgrade. Those are the 3 things that you have to remember to be able to enhance your channel, amplify your gifts, be able to help you to come back to wholeness here as a human being, okay? Now we have, it's 1:30. I am going to take 5 minutes to help you connect with your heart space before I go. Joe is just asking, I would love to know the difference between spirit and soul, as sometimes the terms are used interchangeably. Yes, I do know that. So the soul is the higher self, the soul self that knows all. It's the universal knowing, okay? When you work from the soul, the spirit is activated through that. The spirit can then start speaking more deeply to the mental, emotional, physical body as well, okay? So the spirit is the gateway or the bridge between the soul. It's one in the same, but there's also a slight difference because the spirit is within the physical body here, where the soul is within the heart portal. And I'm just listening to what they're saying. I've never seen the division or known the division between the spirit and the soul, okay? To me, it's one and the same. But what spirit channeled through for me today, and what I said earlier on, is that when the soul is at the helm of the ship, the spirit can experience more joy and bliss through the human experience, okay? And that's what they're saying. So I hope that helps you. All right, my loves, thank you for listening today. I'm going to just take you through 5 minutes of connecting with your heart space and just to call in the energy of Sentaura. So if you want to place your hand on your heart, take a deep breath in, and someone's now cutting the grass. I'm just going to close the window. Okay, so just taking a nice deep breath in. Thank you, Craig. Spirit as soul, collective soul as your individual aspect. And now call forward the frequency of Sentaura to channel through me and transmit universal love, unconditional love to these beautiful souls that's on this live and watching the replay. I ask for their heart portals, if it's for the highest, greatest good, to be activated, to be opened up so that their channels and divine wisdom open up and start flowing through them. Just breathing in deeply as you connect with your highest soul self. Your spirit feels like rain. When your spirit responds to the energy of your soul or to your soul, it feels like rain. It feels like bliss bumps that move through you. Your spirit responds to your soul light. Thank you. And just taking another nice deep breath in, opening the heart space. Expanding your heart light out. Miakane shiharo kiata te hiakoyana. Mihayana teriakoyana te. And asking that this is for the highest, greatest good. If you are ready to receive healing, just give your permission to say yes. If it's for your highest, greatest good to receive this healing. Miana shekia koya takia mana iha koya na. Nihane shiarakia koya ka. Hita te ia moya nariaka yakate. And I'm just working on the heart space, and you'll feel the amplification of your heart. And I'm feeling quite a lot of resistance in the heart. So just allowing the heart portal, when you're breathing into that heart space, breathing in, and then as you breathe out, expanding and releasing and letting go. Amplifying that heart chamber, that inner sanctum, that sacred portal of the heart. And then asking Spirit now to connect your heart portal with all other parts of your energy. Thank you. And activating now the thread of the crystal golden light body system. Miakoya na te rihakoya na te. Niha shokiana tiha koina ihana yana hiakoya. You'll feel beautiful bumps coming in. This is the energy of Sentaura, this frequency. It's a very potent frequency. So you might also feel that there's a lot of resistance and stuff coming up. And this is, I always say, on the edge of fear is your greatness. So breathe into those spaces that's feeling that it's resisting or uncomfortable, breathing into those spaces now, honoring them, saying thank you for the wisdom that they have brought you. And simply as you breathe out, releasing, letting go. Amplifying the code of your crystals within your body. If it's for your highest, greatest good, especially the third eye, to bring consciousness and awareness. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Accessing higher divine light guides now. Thank you. And just bringing in an accitonal. There's a beautiful vortex of energy that's being created above your head. Looks like a spiraling blue energy. And this is just opening up your channel, allowing your channel to be recalibrated to higher frequencies right now. And this is of your own choosing. If you want this to happen, say yes. Ooh. 'Ooh. 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 ' and it is done. And allowing, there's some beautiful wings wanting to be opened up. Just allowing your wings to open up wide. Okay. Just anchoring your light, feeling this golden ray, beautiful light coming from the divine, anchoring through your heart space, down into, through your root, down into the earth, into the crystalline heart of Mother Gaia, asking her permission to receive us there as she holds us and folds us in a beautiful embrace, enfolds us in a beautiful embrace. Feeling the double helix golden energy wrapping around you, coming up your body, this gift of Mother Gaia, and then through your crown chakra, out around your body. Beautiful. Asking your higher self to please guide and assist you to your highest soul mission. As I'm asking the guide that will help you with that to step forward right now and to make itself known to you in this space. And afterwards, I invite you, or we invite you, to please take your journal and to ask the question, what is my highest soul mission and purpose? What does it look like? What does it feel like? What am I doing? And then the words will start flowing on paper. Okay, beautiful. And just taking a nice deep breath in as we are asking for all of these energies that's been received and released now to be integrated, locked in place, or released for the highest, greatest good of all. Thank you. And so it is, and so be it. Thank you, beloveds. Thank you so much for listening. I know I've gone a little bit over time, but thank you so much for listening to my live today. If you have any questions around Sentaura, I have an initiation program for Sentaura starting on the 7th of October. It's a 7-month training portal for your ascension, your expansion, your growth, where you are being initiated and activated to what is ready to come through you in a big way. And also holding the frequency of Sentaura so that you can share that with your clients, with your family, and also heal yourself, expand your higher wisdom, expand the knowledge within you. Well, not expand, unearth, reconnect with the knowledge within you. Okay. And then I also am doing wizard training, which starts on the 22nd of September. This is energetic arts and alchemy. So it's learning about the alchemy of God, the alchemistry of God, and the ancient wisdom and teachings that's coming back to humanity. So if you feel called to find out more about that, let me know. And I look forward to connecting with you all very soon. Please feel free to ask any questions if you want to rewatch this live, because there was a lot of information that came through this space. And yes, if you, like I said, if you have any questions and you want to get in touch with me, I'll put a link underneath this video as well, and you can get in touch with me that way. Much love from my heart to yours. I love you. See you soon. Thanks, Joe. Thanks everyone for watching. Speak to you soon.